Okay, we will now be joined by UTEP men's coach Joe Golding and student athlete Tay Hardy. And coach, if you will, just give us an opening statement and we'll open it for some questions here, and then we've got some people calling in that'll have questions.
Yeah, great. Joe Golding, UTEP. This is Tay Hardy, senior for us. Excited for the season. I've had a really good time coaching this team this summer and this fall. We're off to a good start with our practices. Still have a long way to go, but excited about the journey with this team. Our motto this year is to flip the script. We obviously got off to a really good start in year one where we won 20 games, played in postseason play, and had a setback last year. And so trying to flip the script and get this program back to where it can compete consistently for championships. Excited about Conference USA, excited about the 4 teams that we're adding to our league, and excited about Huntsville. Huntsville has opened their arms since we've got down here yesterday afternoon. It's a great city, great people, and we're looking forward to getting back here in March and celebrating the conference championships with the other 9 teams. Just had a turnover with my microphone there, huh? Looked like it's in our scrimmage yesterday. Turnovers.
Questions for Coach or for Tay?
Coach, talk a little bit about your team. You talk about flipping the script. Tell us a little bit about this group you got coming in. Yeah, so we got over 50% of our scoring and rebounding back. We've got 3 starters back. We've got Tay Hardy and Calvin Solomon, who are both preseason all-conference picks. Tay's been in this league for a long time. He started at Southern Miss and then will play his second year for us. And then we've got Otis Frazier back, and then Kevin Kalu is another guy that could have started last year. So in my opinion, we've got 4 starters back, which I think in today's era of college basketball, when you have some retention, especially at our level, I think it helps. I think extremely proud of this person to the right of me right here. He's a lot of people don't realize he had shoulder surgery his last year at Southern Miss and didn't play. Last year he was off for a year. I thought he did some really good things last year, but we kind of wore him out and the grind set in, and he has just been terrific since the season was over. The spring and summer, he's had as good a summer and fall of any young man that I've coached. His leadership skills have been terrific, and I think that's a big reason why our team is so far ahead right now than where we've been in the program early on. So excited about our leadership, excited about the retention, and then obviously we were one of the worst scoring teams in college basketball last year, 3-point shooting and free throws. We lost a lot of close games, and we think we fixed that problem with retention with the guys we brought back, and then in recruiting, we're excited about some pieces that we've added that we think will fix some of those problems.
Well, first off, I just want to give a shout out to my teammates. You know, this year they all been bought in to just being a better person. Not even on the basketball court, just off the court, just striving to have positive energy off the court. Everybody stays in the gym. There's no question about it. It's even times where I would have to wait a couple hours for them to leave the court just because it's full of everybody in the gym. So that's just amazing for me to see as a player and as a leader, because it doesn't give me as much, like, I wouldn't say, like, I think it's just giving me more, like, easier energy to, like, provide for them, and because I know they're going to do what they need to do in order for them to be good. So it's just easier to be a leader for people like that.
Yeah, no question. I think our culture is more like the culture we had at Abilene Christian, and I've been in search of that since I got on the plane and headed to El Paso. You know, I was naive to think that culture was just going to come from Abilene to El Paso, and it doesn't work that way, you know. And so this team, again, I think the retention piece has been really big. I think these returners have bought in to not only me, but the program and what we're about and what we're trying to establish and how we're trying to play. They protect the culture every day. I think we've got guys that definitely like basketball, and we've got a lot of them that love basketball, to Tay's point, that are in the gym. a ton and working on their game, and I think that builds trust, right? There's trust in the coaching staff, there's trust in the players because they see the work ethic that they each put in. So I'm very happy going into year 3 with this group. I think it's the best group that we've had overall, depth-wise, character-wise, and then obviously the relationship piece. I think our relationships, it's really tough now in college basketball, right? At Abilene Christian, we had those guys for 4 or 5 years. The relationship piece was easy. It's getting tougher in college basketball, especially with the portal, because sometimes you only have these guys for 6 months, and the relationship piece is really big for us. I know everybody talks about it, but we truly try to do that daily, right, with our players. And I think just the relationship piece, the relationships that these guys have with each other, and the relationship we have as a coaching staff with our players, and the trust, I think is as good as we've ever had it at UTEP, and I think that translates to good years. So I'm excited about that.
We have a question from Colin Beaver, KTSM 9 News for Coach. Coach, how do the different lineups you use specifically with multiple guards help you to play the style of basketball that you like?
Yeah, I think depth's the biggest thing for us because the way we guard defensively, being able to throw a lot of different guys in. Well, what I'm excited about, we just had our first scrimmage, so we're still learning this team. But we have bigger guards, which I think is going to help us defensively, where we're going to be able to switch and do some things. And just, again, some flexibility, some different lineups. I think we're going to be able to go small at times, and then we can go bigger and get more physical at times. So I'm excited about having some different lineups that we can throw on the floor nightly to change and throw some curveballs at people. Offensively, I also like it, that we can, again, play small or play bigger in different styles of play. Again, having bigger guards. I think it will be more like our first year with Sule, JB, and Keontae Kennedy. We have Tay Hardy, Otis, Zid Powell, Corey Camper. We have a freshman that's doing really well, and David Terrell. And then obviously trying to win a waiver with Baylor Heb. But, we have some different guys that can play the point, different guys that can have their ball at hands at any time, so we can attack from different positions. So obviously extremely excited about that offensively.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay. We appreciate your time, and I understand you went to the Space and Rocket Center yesterday?
I did, yeah. Again, thanks to the city of Huntsville. It's been great since we've been here, and the hospitality has been wonderful, and I learned a ton. But I'm a physical education major. There's a lot of PhDs around here, so my education level doesn't fit here in Huntsville.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.